this big takes a lot of very smart and creative people. And the movie has a wide range and has a large spectrum. So we want the music to represent that too. And every artist and writer is extremely excited to work on the project.
We got a heavy, heavy job to do. If anybody remembers the soundtrack from Space Jam 1, it was amazing.
That soundtrack was so great that, you know, when you weren't watching the movie, you were listening to the song.
Every one of those songs really held a special place in my heart when I was a kid.
Wow.
The challenge was to create as great a sonic experience for people as the first time around.
Yes.
We put a lot of effort into making songs that have the same scope that the first soundtrack did.
The soundtrack is really meant to be a moment where we can like sing along and really enjoy this song.
We wanted songs that work to advance the game and advance that story at each stage. It's a creative process, knowing what to take away from the songs to really build that moment.
The soundtrack will be epic.
Classy, bougie, fresh, yeah.
Great music throughout.
It's game time!
And then the score is anything that's following the emotional current of the film. And I remember thinking of those songs or those chants and those like beats that we hear whenever we're in an arena and wanting to find a way to create pieces of score during the game that felt similar to that feeling or felt like something we could like stomp our feet to or chant to.
Sports and music kind of lives hand in hand.
What a play from Lola and LeBron James, a monster jam.
The beginning of this process for me was a lot of studying.
Now we having some fun, yeah.
Studying like old Looney Tune writing, studying a lot of like different cartoons from that era. The biggest thing with the Looney Tune sound is just how much you can play with weird sound effects and instruments.
It's Bugs Bunny and Lola Bunny and Porky Pig.
What?
I definitely had to really get into the Looney Tune sound and figure out how to honor that as much as possible.
One more time. Okay, yeah, another time be good. Here it comes.
I really think that that sound then influenced the rest of the score because it was such a presence whenever you hear that Looney Tune sound that we wanted to make sure it didn't feel random compared to the rest of the score.
I think there's a balance in this movie. There's definitely a lot of comedy in the movie. But there's drama in the music with LeBron and his sons when they're just kind of hanging out and playing ball at home.
Dom, what's your fundamentals?
We having fun.
Everything in between these four lines is work.
It's really just about trying to make sure that we're matching the emotion in the story and on screen as much as possible.
Are we quitting on each other now?
But this was really about LeBron and Dom's connection. With a film like this, it was trying to figure out how to combine the traditional orchestral approach with something a bit more modern, something that had a bit more production to it. And then once we have that, it's a little bit easier to kind of move from there.
You know something? If we're going out loony. Full loony!
Great artists, great producers. The music is amazing.
It's been a blast, and I think that like it's something that I've dreamt about since I was a kid.
I think we've achieved something really memorable that people will be talking about for a long time.
And action!
Yeah, baby, let's go! Let's go!
The way the filmmakers have approached this is the right way.
Check it!
They've taken the love of the first film and pumped it up 1,000-fold into this movie.
Showtime!
I'm learning more and more about production and how many different angles we have to get to be able just to get one scene.
Teach y'all basketball. What do y'all do?
Yeah. It's so challenging when you're doing a scene and you gotta visualize a lot of the tunes actually being there.
I get it. He's one of the greatest of all time at what he does.
Well, the jury's still out on that.
Let's go! There's live action here, there's animation here.
all these different universes coming together.
We have Game of Thrones, Looney Tunes,
What's up, Doc?
Mad Max.
The Matrix.
Oh!
Yo, Granny handling her business.
There's so much going on in the movie, and I think it's gonna just continue to keep the audience and the kids and the families off balance and make them want to see more and more.
Yikes. Well, that happened.
It's been great working with LeBron.
I'm in my zone now.
He takes direction extremely well.
Hey, time to fly, LeBron.
It's time for LeBron to make fun of himself a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's having fun doing that.
I'm just shooting away, trying to make it come to life.
Lost words, blessed. It's crazy. It's crazy, son.
I got the opportunity to build relationships with a lot of great athletes.
We're having a great time. We're messing up and we're laughing. We're having fun with it.
I mean, it's almost a reunion of, you know, longtime friends.
They're out here having fun. It's just so cool. It's still crazy for me that I'm even here.
Oh,
That's fake.
got all this fake sweat on me.
She got fake sweat on her lip.
It's an honor for me to be a part of the Space Jam world.
Let the games begin.
It's exciting for not only me and my family, but throughout all the families all over the world.
Been a hell of a ride.
King James, man, signing off.
Right.